Introduction. We know that the cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Do you know what does it actually mean? It means a single cell can perform all basic functions of life. Example, movement, intake of food and respiratory gases, respiration, excretion. Okay, it is true for a single-celled or unicellular organisms. But what happens when there are so many similar cells as in multicellular organisms? In multicellular organisms, these cells are specialized to carry out a few functions efficiently. Each specialized function is done by a group of cells. Yes, I remember that nerve cells carry message from the brain to every part of the body. Muscle cells contract and relax so that movements are caused. Blood flows to transport oxygen, food, hormones, and waste materials. Plants are also living organisms, and xylem and phloem cells conduct food and water from one part to another. It is said that in multicellular organisms there is division of labor. I do not understand what does it exactly mean. Division of labor means that a particular function is carried out by a group of cells at a definite place in the body. This group of cells is called tissue, which are arranged and designed to provide the efficient specialized function. So we can define tissues as a group of cells similar in structure that work together to perform a particular function. Example, nerve tissue. Objectives. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define tissue, identify types of tissues, understand the difference between plant and animal tissues, understand plant tissues, understand types of plant tissues, find the characters of meristematic tissues, understand types of meristematic tissues, understand functions of meristematic tissues, find the characters of permanent tissues, understand types of permanent tissues, understand functions of permanent tissues. Plant and animal tissue. Plants and animals both are living organisms, but their internal structures are entirely different. Can you tell me why? I know one major difference is that plants are autotrophic. That is, they can make their own food in presence of sunlight, carbon dioxide and water with help of chloroplasts. They are fixed at one place. So the tissues in plants are mainly of such types which give them strength. Some of them are also dead tissues which give mechanical strength. Yes, I know that animals are heterotrophic and have to move around in search of food, mate and shelter. So they need more energy in comparison of plants. That is why most of the tissue in animals are living. One more big difference between plants and animals is pattern growth. The growth in plants is limited to some regions. There are some tissues in plants that divide. Yes, Madhuri. But in animals, the growth is not restricted to some places. It is uniform growth. In animals, structural organization of organ system is more specified and localized.